Will there be wedding bells for a new couple in a few years? Is Connie becoming a parent? All that and more on next month's video. Just kidding, it's all gonna be on this video. It's been a long time since I've dissected an Odyssey episode and pointed out its flaws and weaknesses. One of the things I wanted to do with Odyssey Geek was to start doing that again. I'm doing that today by starting my review of Album 62, Let's Put On a Show! Exclamation point. After hearing them all, it's time for the world of YouTube to know what I think of them. Starting with the first episode, Connie the Counselor. I really do feel sorry for Jules. She's neglected by her mom, her dad, so much so that she wants to find a new home to live in. I am glad that we're seeing Connie still taking classes at the college. However, looking at the time that it took her to graduate from high school, we're probably looking at another 10 years before she can finally graduate from college. I don't think Connie's going to get married anytime soon, but she's already pretty much becoming a parent. Jules is living with her. There's quite of an age gap in between them. Connie's relationship with Jules is more like a mother and a daughter than a sister and a sister. This is probably the closest thing that we'll ever see of Connie getting a family of her own. I know that it was hinted at in The Ties That Bind, but now it seems like the writers really do want Buck and Jules to be boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not quite sure what I think about that. We just finished a whole story arc like that with Wooten and Penny, so I really wouldn't want a plot device like that to pop up again so soon. Speaking of Buck and Jules, what should their couple name be? Maybe Juck? Or how about Bulls? Anyway, moving on. It was nice to hear Connie and Eugene featured in the show more. We don't get too many episodes where Connie and Eugene are the main characters anymore. Most of the time they share an episode with Wit, Wooten, Penny, or all of them. To be perfectly honest, the class that Connie's taken to be a counselor is pretty stupid. I mean, really. Associating a mood with a color and an animal? It's funny for the episode, sure, but really that doesn't help anybody at all. Too many times people look at the science or the statistics of things, but they don't actually look at the person themselves and what they're dealing with. What Connie should have done was really listen to Eugene and genuinely try to help him, but not with that crazy stuff in that textbook. The best part of the counseling sessions was when they referred back to old episodes, like Naturally I Assumed and A License to Drive. That was fun. One of the funniest moments in one of their conversations in this episode was when Eugene tried to imitate Buck's southern accent. That was horrible. Probably the best moment of the whole show was when Eugene actually talked to Buck and told him about his own experience in foster care. I think this may be one of the best scenes in this album. Connie and Eugene were really acting immature when they were going to the police station. Surprisingly, Detective Polehouse is the most sane and level-headed person in this episode, and actually got them to calm down. Usually he's more of a comic relief, sarcastic, and kinda mean sometimes. I was kinda surprised that Jules was the main one to blame for the fireworks. I kind of expected Buck to be the one, but I'm glad I was wrong. The biggest surprise was that Detective Polehouse didn't say anything to Buck's parole officer about the incident. Maybe he's finally starting to like him. And lastly, cookies and orange juice? Yuck. That sounds disgusting. Milk is made for cookies, people. Overall, this episode wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that great either. So, I'm just giving it 3.5 stars. Well, that's my review. Thank you for watching. I'll be reviewing the rest of Album 62 in future videos. Don't forget, you can share your opinions of this episode and this video in the comments. I'll be reviewing the Adventures in Odyssey Club season opener One More Name very soon. Make sure to subscribe so you'll know when it comes out. See you later!